In this video, we'll go over the Create Riparian Attribute Polygons tool. This tool generates a buffer on the stream reach and segments it into pieces that correspond to the riparian catchments. These riparian attribute polygons are purely meant for visualization purposes only, and no extra assessment is done with them. It's important to note that whichever stream reach you used, with or without water bodies, should be the same stream reach that you use for this tool. Alright, so back in our map document, let's open up this tool, and we can see that it has two inputs and two outputs. First, it requires the stream reach. This is going to be the same one you used in the Create Riparian Catchments tool. The other input is going to be your riparian catchments. And then the two outputs, the first one is the Riparian Attributes Polygon feature class, and then the second one is this relationship class that's going to be formed, and this will give you the ability to relate your Riparian Attribute Polygons back to your riparian catchments. I'll demonstrate how this works in a little bit. So everything looks good, and we'll hit OK, let it run. So one of the nifty outputs from this tool is that relationship class, and this allows you to easily see the information within either the riparian catchments or that riparian buffer with just one click. When you're in your map doc and once you finally have your buffers up along with your catchments, you can use the Identify tool and click on either the catchment or the riparian buffer, and the Identify window that pops up will actually show you the relationship between the two, and you'll be able to expand them to see further information. Okay, so the tool is just finished running. I am going to switch the symbology of my riparian catchments very quick to be by riparian ID. Hit OK, and now let's take a look at these riparian attribute polygons. If we open up the attribute table, we can see there's not much there, but that's because it's the catchments that actually hold all the information. But we do have our riparian ID, which is going to match the catchment that these are associated with, and it still does carry the stream reach length that these are associated with and the straight line length of that stream reach segment. Alright, so one thing I'll show you for the symbolization before we take a quicker look is that you can import the symbology from the riparian catchments, and when you do this, you just make sure that the fields you're symbolizing by are the same, hit OK, and now the colors that have been associated with those riparian catchments have also been assigned to the riparian attribute polygons. Hit Apply, OK. And then when we zoom in, we can see that these are now linked up, so it's a nice visual representation of where these catchments are actually draining into. To demonstrate the relationship class that was formed between these two, if we click on, oops, let me switch this to wrap. If we click on the wrap and then expand this identifier, we see that the riparian catchment has also been associated with this, and that's due to that relationship class that is sitting in your PhiloGeo database. And if we expand that, we can now see all of the information associated with this riparian attribute polygon by clicking here. Here's a brief recap of the Create Riparian Attribute Polygons tool. Again, these are for visualization only. They do not carry any extra information. To see the information associated with them, the relationship class allows you to identify them and give you the relating information from the riparian catchments feature class.